Hey, folks, we're back. Gramercy was such a hot ticket. We're doing more, baby. We're going to make it an quarterly.
Quarterly, baby.
Yes, quarterback. Yeah. So next one is June 27th.
6-7. June 27th, hot summer night. Be there. It's a Tuesday night. Here's the details, folks.
Lay it on me, fatty.
All right. The pre-sale is when I never know how any of this works or what it is. Pre-sale Wednesday, March 29th, 10 a.m. Eastern.
That's good to know.
And then that goes till Thursday, March 30th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Got it.
Password opener? What?
Opener.
This is the Live Nation pre-sale. Why is it opener?
I wondered that as well.
There's also a password Tuesdays.
That's
Both
better. Passwords
work. Okay, use Tuesdays.
Tuesday opener. Oh, opener. Is that like a septical? What do you call that thing with the gyno?
Oh.
It's an opener.
Cunt.
No. It's the open thing.
Oh, yeah. Tongs?
Speculum.
Oh, that's my provider for cable. All right, so use promo code Tuesdays. The official on-sale date is March 31st, 10 a.m. Eastern. But get on the pre-sale. That starts Wednesday, 10 a.m. to the next day, 10 p.m. On-sale date, Friday, March 31st, 10 a.m. Eastern. And I don't even know the website. This isn't the best.
All right.
I guess it's Live Nation. Do you Google it?
Give it a Goog. The live show will be better than this.
Why isn't there a website?
Well, it's Gramercy.anal or livenation.queef. One of those. You'll find it. Give it a Goog. Tickets, 627 Gramercy Theater, Tuesday night, New York City.
Woo! Special guest. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
There we go.
This is the one.
There we go. A little technical diff, but we're back.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
Big time.
We're riding high. I don't know if we should talk about it because it's over, but that live pod was last night, and that was a humding.
Yeah, I'm not even riding high. I'm like riding low. I'm like, woo. That was something. It felt like I fucked all night.
Yes.
It's like I just came like 3 times in a row, and the woman beat me and choked me the way I like and made me wear her pantyhose around the house the way I've always wanted, ate a little cum, and now I'm like, whew.
Yeah.
It was something else.
Well, what's going on with 80s movies? I think people got laid twice a year in an 80s movie because whenever someone got laid in an 80s movie, the next day they were like high-fiving the milkman and, low-fiving the black guy with the boombox. Right, one sex, and they were all over the road.
Well, I think a lot of it was high school sex. In high school, you're not getting laid that much. Like I had a high school girlfriend. We had sex like 3 times.
Yes.
Because I didn't know how to do it, and
it was scary.
It was scary.
The vagina, it's intimidating. It's wet and queefing.
I remember in high school, I had nobody helped me. Nobody gave me a lesson or a bird or a bee or anything like that.
Yes, bee.
Burt's Bees. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's something?
The ladies love it.
No kidding.
Bert's big. And then when you kiss a girl with the Bert, you go, it's menthol.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get some Burt's because I got classic old black and white chapstick.
Come on.
No, that's good.
You know what's great about chapstick? It never doesn't work. You put on chapstick, it works. You never go, this chapstick's broken.
Yeah, but why are you giving it a ooh? If you're saying it works.
Well, I'm just saying Burt's is top shelf. Chapstick is Tito's, and this is Grey Goose.
But chapstick is also like the original.
That's
Tito's
true.
just got around.
That's
chapstick is like absolute.
Yes.
The hard stuff.
People would cut those out. Remember those absolutes? The ads?
Oh, yeah.
I knew a guy who had a whole wall of Absolutes. He eventually died in a DUI, but good kid.
Yeah, I like a chapstick because it's a stick at least. The kind of lip shit I can't do is that you dip your finger in and apply with the finger.
It's a herpes pond.
Yeah, that's disgusting. And then any kind of red or pink, like Sarah will be like, I have chapstick, but chapstick's one of those products like tissues or Q-tips.
Yes, or Mark's a Sharpie.
Yes, people just refer to it as
Xerox.
the thing. Sarah will just say, hey, I got chapstick, and she pulls it out. It's got the round bubble top
the
thing,
bulb top.
and it's like pink and has a taste. If I have a flavor on my lip, and I guess this is just 80s homophobia or something.
Sure.
If I have any kind of flavor on my lip,
Yes. What about cum? I gotta make a cum flavored chap.
oh, that would be nice. Salty.
Yeah, and then what's up with wearing chaps? You got chapstick, but then you can wear a chap, but you don't want to have your ass chapped.
I think, chap is bad.
Chap is bad, but chapstick is good.
Yeah, it should be
Wait a minute.
soft stick or heel stick.
Yes, dick stick, fuck stick.
Because you don't call, like, an ointment a rash stick.
Aha!
You call it an ointment.
Thank you. Boys, can I use this? This is killer. This
We're
is
using
good.
it right now. Wait, I had something else about the lip or the taste. Chap.
Wearing
Oh,
chaps.
I think we've said this a million times in the
You're a chap.
podcast. But what is assless chaps? I think we've talked about this.
I think it's these shorts where the ass is out. Chaps are riding pants for horse equestrian cunts.
But by definition, a chap is assless. If you have chaps with an ass, it's pants.
so it's redundant.
That's what I think. Oh, Jesus Christ,
Right,
the
we talked about
lawyer.
the assless chaps.
We got to move.
Yeah.
We got to just take a loss.
I made eye contact with him earlier in the kitchenette.
Oh.
It was tough. He's a cool guy because he's got the blazer and he's got Adidas track pants.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Like, what are you, a cool guy from
Well,
the 70s?
I think he's on Zoom. It's like the old newscasters. They have, a boner.
Oh, right.
for the suit.
Tubing.
Yeah, they got assless chaps on.
There you go. Aren't they all assless?
What was I going to say? Yeah, we should move out of here.
Eventually. We got a lot of stuff in here, though. It's going to be a big move.
Yeah, most of it we haven't put up, though.
That's true.
Look at this. We got some beautiful gifts. Thanks a
Yes.
lot for this. And
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that bad. We haven't even
This
unpacked
thing.
the original shit.
right. Yeah, no hooks.
That's a beauty. But yeah,
some really
so
nice
just
stuff.
riding high, riding medium, riding low, and ass man. There you go. Keep it coming. It's like a garage sale back here.
And according to the state of New York, you are the ass man. Hey, look, it's your ex-girlfriend's leg. Hello,
Hey, and her dildo.
folks. And a hook shot. But yeah, riding high. Thanks for everybody. Get on the Patreon if you haven't, because that's where the back half of that's where it gets really spicy.
You get the back half and you get the behind the scene.
Yes. We didn't shoot much behind the scenes, though.
Well, we didn't have that much time beforehand, and no one got there until right before the show started.
Plus, we went into, some hardcore shit.
Yeah, you don't want that back behind the scenes after the show talk. That
Yeah.
got pretty spicy.
And we had some pretty big celebrities on there. It's tough to have them on, giving out their opinions and talking about all the guys they've blown, because they're both
Yes.
secretly gay.
Great podcast, guys. We blown.
Oh,
But yeah, I got a lot to dive into the shallow end of the pool here.
Yeah, I got a couple things too. So let's go. You
All right,
got
all
something you
right.
want to start us off?
Well,
You serve.
Where to begin? First off, I'm still sore from the pickle dickle.
Big pickleball day yesterday. That was something.
Pickle Park. We did another hour out there, and the lady's laid up. She's out again. So
We got to do 2 hours. These
know.
cunts, I can't handle it. We should do a one-on-one men's day or something.
Yes.
Because an hour, I'm just getting warm. That's a warm-up.
big warm, good sweat going. But who can we get? Because you can't get like a Ron on. I'd rather have a paraplegic lady.
Yeah,
we need somebody with a little bit of giddy up and go.
I saw in the peripheral Chuck's head pop up, and I don't know how to break it to
Wow,
this
you know,
fella.
a guy with a jean jacket and out there with headphones on. Come on.
He
What
looks-
is that ear
looks
thing?
livid.
That neck thing?
It's Bluetooth headphones.
Ah, the BTHP.
Oh, jeez, he looks very upset. I feel
All right.
terrible.
I had a late night. We had a late night last night.
Oh, okay. I
And
thought
then
you were
went
upset
home
about
and
the
I
pickleball
edited-
thing.
No. I'll play pickleball, but whatever.
You're more of a PlayStation.
Yeah.
I feel. But
anyways, we'll play a couple hours. It was fun.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my biceps that Jason Katz took last night. You're gonna be surprised.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
all
already
right.
dry heaving.
Bicepsuals. Hey, has that been done? I feel like we're
Take
both
it.
just shot specials. We gotta.
Yeah,
we're like,
we need it. I'm taking rash stick.
I got an ear out for anything. Did I tell you this one? I said it last night. I think this could be a bit though. I was playing. I was in Vegas playing poker again, and that's really. I got a story about that. I interrupted though. You started talking about something.
Well, I want to hear Vegas, baby. But all right, we'll start from the top here. So had an open weekend in the Cal.
Wow.
Yeah, and I said, how'd this happen? They go, you were booked for Tulsa. Tulsa's got a new club opening, but much like your Cap City thing, they didn't get open in time.
Right.
So I said, all right, well, that's not going to happen. So who can we call? Beep, boop, 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 boop. And I said, try to keep it in the area a little bit. I don't want to fly to, Beirut. So we go, hey, we got Vinnie Brandt on the horn. Stress Factory's open.
What?
Exactly. He's deaf in one ear. So we'll half hear this. But it's 30, 40 minutes away by car. Jersey, New Brunswick. Sold it out. Here we go.
Great club.
Great club.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah, it gets a little rowdy in there.
It feels like 1991 in there.
Yes.
Old headshots, the payphone, Vinny. It's down an alley. Yeah.
Yes. Jersey. It's right there. It's like where all the comics would go. Like Chris Rock works out there before a special.
Yes.
Because it's in Jersey.
Right.
So I go, perfect. Get a couple of guys together. And I go, well, I'm taking the beam, baby. Finally get to ride this thing. It's been about a month and a half. So you got to keep that puppy rolling. It's like sex with your wife. You got to do it once a month.
Yeah, you got to keep it oiled and work the shift and whatever other car sex pun.
Exactly. Rear end. All right. So we get the beamer out of hock. I got my old pal Sean Millay. He's opening and he's hosting. And I go, hey, we'll go get the beamer. We'll hightail it out there. So
I know the story. The story's going to upset me, I can tell.
well, besides the fact that we have no registration and an expired license and no insurance, we say, let's get that puppy out. And he's like you. He's like kind of a nervous Nelly. He's like, how are the seatbelts? I'm like, not great. And he's like, well, how's the car running? I'm like, fine. But he's nervous.
Okay.
So
I'm nervous about homeless people. I don't care about a seatbelt.
Well, you're not worried about getting a wreck?
A car wreck? No, not particularly.
That's interesting.
No. Sometimes I get the bad rap. People are like, I know you don't like, I have Tuesdays be like, I know you don't like germs. I don't want to touch you because of the germs.
No,
and I'm
you're
like,
germy.
I'm germs?
No.
I take a shit. I don't wash my hands. What are you talking about? I'm on the subway. I'm not a germ guy. No germ.
No, you're German.
Seatbelt? I mean, I wear a seatbelt. I'm not a
Psycho.
fag.
All right. But
Didn't
yeah.
make sense.
But so
We'll put something else in there.
we head over to my garage. I got Georgie Porgy. He's this Nigerian guy. He's a sweet, sweet soul. And I go, old 25, old Smokey. That's what they call it, which is a little off-putting.
Old Smokey.
Because the car, you start that thing up, it's big black smoke like East Palestine out there. And I go, well, let's get old Smokey. And he goes, you got it. And I show up. You call in an hour ahead or whatever. I show up, and he goes, and I go, what? He goes, I go, what? He goes, not starting. And I go, we're already kind of, we got to leave. And I'm like, not starting? What do you think it is? And he's like, I don't know. So we go up there. Sweet guy. We go up there. We pop the hood. You pretend to look around. You dust some things off. You shine a knob, I don't know what I'm doing. And he's just, rah. It won't turn over. It won't catch. It's just that engine going, bah, 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 bah. It won't flip. And I go, what the hell? So we put some washer fluid in the wiper thing. I open the trunk. I close it. I hit the horn. Nothing. So I'm texting my mechanic guy. He's like, oh, I don't know what this could be. But he's like, it's a 50-year-old car. You've had it for 2 or 3 years. If this is the first time you've had a problem with it, that's pretty good. And I was like, all right, I'll give you that. So we try for like 30 minutes, nothing. Now I go, we got to get the train. So now we have to hightail it to Penn Station and get the New Jersey Transit or whatever the hell it is out there.
That's brutal.
Brutal, but we made it work. It was fine. But I had this moment on the train. I was like, what am I doing with my life? going to Jersey. Car won't start. Got to get my act together. I'm going to text Jerry.
Oh.
I need a win.
Jerry.
And Salacuse has been like, hey, you pussy, just text him. And I go, hey, man, what's up? Want to get breakfast tomorrow? Just right on the path or whatever, the transit.
Wow.
And he just goes, let's do it.
Wow.
And I go, where and when? He goes, 9:45 a.m., this place. And I go, woo, baby, I'm back.
Yes.
So go to the shows. Shows are great. Got to get the train back, you know. Then you get to Penn Station. Then you got to take the subway back. I don't get home till 3 in the morning, but I'm meeting this chooch. It's 9:45.
Right.
So I got to get some sleep. I ironed a suit. I did push-ups. I stretched. I jerked off. I wanted to be clear.
Right. And then do you have notes like Costanza of what you're going to talk about?
Got them all up here.
All right.
Got it all up here in a Rolodex of topics. I got Wuhan to Greta Thunberg. I'm all over the road.
Okay.
So 9:45, I get up at 8, hit the alarm, shower, shave, you know, floss, and say a prayer. I light a candle. I get there at like 9:30.
Okay.
Because I don't want to risk it.
Sure.
And it's one of those things where it's a crisp day in New York, the sun is shining, and you want to just tell everybody, hey, meeting Jerry.
I know.
To random people walking by, but they don't care.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like when you finish Letterman and you just go outside and you're like, here I am, world. And they're like, get out of the way, dickless.
Of course. No one cares.
No one cares. So I get there and it's a beautiful restaurant. And I go up to the guy. It's a bunch of, you know, immigrants at the host stand. And I go, I'm here to meet. And they go, oh, yes, right here. And I go, oh, wow, he has his own table.
Wow.
Like,
He's already there?
No, he's not there.
Okay.
So I get there, then you're doing the thing like, I'll put my coat here. Should I sit like this? Should I sit like that?
Yeah.
You know, should I order something? Should I wait? So let me get a cup of coffee. He's got a show about that.
Okay.
Get a cup of coffee, and I go, he's gonna want one too. A little presumptuous there, and then finally he swoops in.
The swoop.
He swoops in with a scarf on, and we talk about everything: life, love, philosophy, comedy, queefs, you name it.
Does the door cling? Is there like cling?
Big cling.
Oh boy, a cling and a sign.
I know.
Klingons.
I saw the sign. So the crazy thing is, now I'm sitting with this guy, and it's, 5 minutes of, oh, okay, how about the homeless, or whatever. And then it gets going, and you can see everybody in the restaurant going, oh my God, that's him. Oh man. And then they start going, who's this douche?
Right.
Like, is that his son? Is that his boyfriend? Is that his lover? Who is that guy? So that was fun.
That's exciting. You could be his son.
I could be. Well, let's
get
see.
the black curls.
He's 67.
You're old enough to be his son. Yeah.
I'm 39.
Yeah.
28.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I could be his son.
Of course. What year was he born? 50. I mean, he's born in the 50s.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, he's older than my dad, I think.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Oh, all right.
Can we get an age on Jerry Seinfeld?
Let's see.
I think 67.
April 29th, 1954.
Yeah, he's older than my parents.
Wow.
Yeah,
So he could be your
68.
dad.
He's 68.
68. I was close.
Wow.
Okay.
63 and embracing it.
Well, I'm not his son, but either way, I'm not a Jew, all right? So we just have a great time, and then he does not. Now, how do you feel about this? He goes, all right, I got to go. And then we would talk for like another 10. He's like, I really got to go. And then we'd talk for another 5.
Oh, that's a great feeling.
Great feeling, because, you're killing it. It's like a pie. You don't want to leave. And then he gets up and he goes, you coming out with me or you going to stay here? And I go, I'm going to finish my coffee.
Stay here.
Well, I let him leave.
Oh, okay.
Now, he got mobbed by 8 guys with the photos outside.
Wow. Does he take and sign?
He signs.
Feld?
Yes. So, I know a sign. So he signs the photos, and then I watch him out the window, and he whips off, and his scarf is blowing in the wind, and I go, whoa.
Does he drive away?
He walked a block, so maybe he
Okay.
got in a Porsche at some point.
Okay. I mean, you
But-
can walk home from there.
Yeah, that's true. But pretty cool. We talked about the beacon. We talked about the stress factor. We talked about the car not starting. He's like, you got to get this. You got to get that. Here's what you do. And I was hoping he'd go, put it in my garage. It'll save you a few bucks. But we're not there yet.
Now, are you laughing at all? Do you have any good, like a genuine laugh? Not like, oh, Jerry.
I had a couple, but he's such an easy laugh. I mean, he's
Right.
one of these guys.
Yes, he loves to laugh.
Loves to laugh. And it's not one of those fake comedians in cars laughs. He's laughing.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm like, I get jealous of these comics because most comics I feel like are just, I'm dead on the inside.
Same.
Most people talking, I'm like, that's good. It's
Or you
funny.
go, that's funny. That's good.
Yeah.
You're analyzing.
It's like great Conan story. He's like, that's the hardest part of comedy. He's like, I watched comedy and I'm like, that's funny. That's very funny. That might be the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Exactly.
So, but he's having a good time out there.
Great time. And he does a certain teeth when he's really genuine. He's like, big teeth.
The big teeth.
When you get the big teeth, you're like, all right, that's a real laugh.
Nice.
And
big teeth laugh.
Yeah, and like Norm laughed at everybody. And Norm's so funny.
Right.
So I love a guy who laughs and is funny. It's a good combo.
That's nice.
But yeah, so great time. And then just such a great moment of like, I leave there and I'm like, all right, now I have to prepare for my headlining shows in Jersey.
Wow.
So you're like, I'm in comedy, baby.
To hang with Seinfeld and then go to the Stress Factory.
Now.
That's really Alabama.
Yeah. 3 people got that.
I know. These are deep cuts here.
Now I'm going, all right, can I take the car again? I mean, the car's not running. I guess I got to get train tickets. So my mechanic friend goes, maybe it's the starter, maybe it's the alternator, maybe it's the Johnson rod, maybe it's this. And I go, oh, maybe, all right. And he goes, wait a minute, is there gas in it? And I go, yeah, what do I have, fucking chooch? Of course there's gas in it. No gas.
What?
I didn't put gas in it, and I put it in the garage. So it was just out of gas.
But you didn't push it into the garage.
Well, it's been a month and a half. I think I was on E maybe, and then it dried out. Maybe.
Defumigates, or what's that word?
Dissipate, evaporate.
Okay.
Yes. So it evaporated, and I go buy a gas can, go to the gas station, fill it up, which you feel just shady doing.
It feels weird. Yeah, it feels like you're an arsonist.
Yes.
Fun word to say.
Arsonist. So I go back, I glug, 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 pour it in, starts right up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
So then my mechanic friend, I tell him, and he goes, yeah, that's embarrassing. You're a piece of shit. You're a dork. And then he goes, how's the oil? And I go, hold on. Pull out the dipstick, send him a photo. This is how retarded I am. I send him a photo of the dipstick, and he's like, Jesus Christ, you got no oil in that thing. So I go back to the gas station, buy a big quart of oil, pour that puppy in, and the thing really went... Like when I opened the oil thing, it was so dehydrated. He's like, it's crazy this thing is even running at all. I can't even get the lights on in this thing. There's no oil in there.
So did it fire up when you got the oil and gas?
Fired up, and you could tell it was like, thank you. It was like, I needed this. It was like giving a hobo a meal. He's like, I'm back.
Right. Never do that.
No. Let him die.
We want them out.
Yes. So
you're back live. So did you drive to the factory?
I drove to the factory, and Sean was pissed. He was like, damn it, I hate this thing. So we drove to the factory. Torrential downpour, crazy rain. Had to drive back in the rain. You know, you sell merch, you take photos. Now it's 1 a.m, and I'm just on the highway driving back from Jersey. It took us 20 minutes to find the wipers. I didn't know how to work the wipers. I'd never used them.
Damn.
So we finally go back, and people are like whizzing by, honking, you know, like, get off the road, asshole. And I'm in this little tin can just shaking, and this drip's coming in, you know.
Well, the Jersey Turnpike, particularly on a Saturday night, it's maniacs. And I don't want to cast aspersions, but I feel like often when you see someone driving 300 miles an hour,
yes,
it's often a Latino.
Oh.
And so I find that Texas and the New York, the tri-state area, you got a lot of
yes.
And I'm not saying always. There's plenty of Italians and
yeah, Puerto Ricans. I guess that's Latino.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Speedy Gonzalez.
But there's a lot in this area, and like I said, Tejas, you just see people going 750 miles an hour right by it, and the car shakes anyway. Any car will shake, let alone a fucking whatever.
Yeah, shitbox, a little Beamer there, but we finally made it, and oh wait, I had something else. Okay, so next night we drive it back out there. Now, we get there a little late. There was a wreck on the highway, so now we're pulling up to Jersey on Saturday night.
Great Springsteen song.
Is that right?
Wrecking the Highway. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm bored to run. So we pull up to the Stress Factory. The show's at 8. I think it's like 7:52. So there's nowhere to park. The lot's all full. So I just pull the little Beamer up into the driveway at the Stress Factory. Because time is of the essence. I got no options here.
Now that's a move.
It's a move. Now everybody's going, it's the car. Here he is. Oh, shit. So then you got that whole thing. And then you go in, and I get in the green room, manager Derek, he goes, hey, you got to move your car. Cops are outside. It's fire hazard or whatever the hell. And I was like, shit. So the host is on. I run outside. Fire truck, 8 cops in the street, sirens going, not siren, the lights are going. And I go, what the hell's going on here? Is this for me? So I run up and I go, sir, I'll move it. I can't afford a ticket. You know, this thing's not even registered. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm about to go on. I'm getting arrested here. Turns out there's a Tuesday in cuffs. He's got one cuff on. He's shithoused. His girlfriend's crying.
Oh, my God.
And they go, no, we're not mad about you. This guy's going to jail. And I was like, And they go, he's tuned up. And he's got one cuff on, and he's talking to a cop. He's got the cuff hanging. And he goes, Norman, comedy, let's get a photo. He grabs me. We take a photo. And he's in a blackout, and they're like, Jesus Christ. So they yank his hand back, and he drops the phone, then they cuff the guy, and they put him in the car.
What was he doing? What was he under arrest for?
I think he was going at it with his wife, and they might have been a little...
Oh, jeez.
little raspberry on the cheek, maybe.
Okay.
He was in the show already. And the guy was like, I clocked him early, and then I saw him sit down, and he pushed his wife, so we got him right out of here. Before the show even started. So he was day drinking and whatever. And he's like, I drove 5 hours to get here. And his wife was like, he's always like this. So she had a nice little peach on her cheek there.
Jesus Christ.
And it got pretty, it's Jersey, baby.
Yeah.
So now they arrest his ass. So the cops are just standing out there chit-chatting, drinking coffee, eating donuts. And they go, you got to move your car. And I go, all right. Where? And they go, there's a spot right here. This spot was the size of my dick. It was 7 inches. The car's 6.5 inches.
Your dick has grown since the last couple episodes.
That's true. Well, I'm taking extends. But so they're like, you got to park right here. And I'm like, not only do I have to parallel park it, I have to parallel park it quickly to get back into the show, and with 17 cops watching and a fire truck woo-wooing.
That's brutal.
So no
and
power.
You got fucking Ray Rice hanging out in front of you, too.
Yeah, well, Ray Rice was shipped to he got in the paddy wagon by then, rice paddy. But now I got to parallel park. I have no power steering, so I'm going.
Oh, Jesus.
And there's a line of cars waiting, and they're all laughing at me going, stick to comedy, buddy. Boop, 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 boop. You know, and they're all twirling their nightsticks going, look at this homo. It's Jersey. So I finally got that fucker in there, and the one guy's like, Jesus, learn how to drive it first, or whatever the hell. Okay. And I run back in and do the show, but all's well that ends well. Great show, sold merch, cooking, running the special. Tossing it over to the fat man.
Well, we wish you the best, Mr. Tuesday.
Oh, jeez, poor gal.
Yeah. I hope you recover from your wife-beating habits and see the light.
She was tough. I gave her a free poster. Gave her a koozie.
Yeah, good for you, sir. Do your time proud, and we'll be right here when you get back.
Yeah, it's cuffing season.
We don't want to lose a fan, so pay that bail and get into rehab or whatever.
Hear, hear. Yeah.
God bless you. And let her know who's boss.
Yeah, there you go.
Your sound for domestic violence. Just a whistle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he gave her a couple of what-fors.
Is it still domestic violence if you're at the club? Does it have to be in the house?
Oh, well, I think it's still domestic relationship.
I guess
Is that
so.
what the domestic is?
The domestic means a home, right?
Well, what if you hit your wife in Canada? Is that international violence?
Yeah, domestic violence.
I think wherever you
hit
hit her.
violence. It's comedy club violence.
I think it might be the domestic partnership. You live together.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah, I suppose so.
And I think with violence, if you do it at a comedy club, it could just be, we're doing a cartoon. Act out. Bonk. Hit her on the head with a mallet.
Tom and Jerry.
Whoop, yeah. It's a comedy club. Boing, boing, boing.
You've seen the Stooges?
Yeah.
Wow, that is. I'm appalled that we have wife beaters in amongst our.
It seemed like a first defense or whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I think he's really excited to see some punchlines.
Yeah, you get one, you know. Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by BetterHelp. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and thank God it is. As humans, we're constantly learning new things about ourselves. That's right. Sometimes we don't know what we want or why we react the way we do until we talk through things.
You got that right.
Therapy can help by deepening your self-awareness. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can guide you on that journey of self-discovery. I go to therapy. I've been going for a year. I went as a child. I went in my 20s, and I go now. And it's really helped me a lot. It's turned my whole life around, along with some other stuff. But it's great. It's a good start. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. BetterHelp is an entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tuesdays.
Sing it, sister. Hey, folks. Tuesday's brought to you by Blue Chew. We love the Blue Chew. This is the year to up your game. Blue Chew can help. Blue Chew is an online service that delivers ED medicine right to your doorstep with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra at a fraction of the cost. I love Blue Chew. It works. It tastes good. It goes down easy, and it works fast. A lot of these other ones, you swallow them, you got to wait a day and a half just to get a semi. Blue Chew, you chew that puppy up, you're ready to go to the playground in no time. Sign up at BlueChew.com. Consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. It's all online, no visits to the doctor, no awkward convos, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the U.S. of A. and shipped discreetly. Be prepared for a good time anytime. So, if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform in the sack, chew it and do it. Have better sex, longer sex, harder sex. We have a special deal for our gays. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code Tuesdays at checkout and just pay 5 clams for shipping. What a steal. BlueChew.com, code Tuesdays to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. You don't want to break your dick. Blue Chew, thank you for supporting this pod. Back to the show.
But anyway,
There
that's wild, and glad the car is back running and stress factory.
Oiled up and gassed up and ready to rock.
Is What's His Toes still there? The guy that was always there. He texted us.
Jeff.
No,
he's
not Jeff McManus.
Yeah.
Not him, the other guy, Mark.
No, he wasn't there.
Yeah, interesting.
He was good. Mark McCoy.
Yes.
Yeah, good kid.
I haven't seen Jeff McManus in years. Is he still around?
I think he got on a steamship and just took off.
He had one of the great stories ever. A couple of great stories.
Really?
Well, one time Schumer hated him. Remember that
Yeah,
story?
a lot of people hated him.
She was sitting in the chair, and then he had to give you the light. You were on stage, and she was like, "Have you given the light? Give him the light." And the light switch was behind her head, and he was too nervous to ask her to move. So she's sitting like this, and he just puts his foot here and steps up over her and turns the light on. And he told me the story. I was like on the floor laughing.
Wow.
And she just wouldn't take a ride from him. She hated him. And I'm like, that's one of the most insane. Like his genitals are right in her face.
Yeah, I like how that's better than asking her to move.
Yeah.
Classic.
Insane. But anyways, I hope that guy's alive. He was funny.
Yeah, he was cute.
Funny guy.
He was the house host, basically. He was a waiter, and then they go, "Hey, you got to go on. You know, so-and-so's late."
I think it was another story where Vinnie Brandt, the owner, they would get into it and jar, and Vinnie Brandt took him outside and was like, if you can get back inside here, inside the club, you can keep your job.
Whoa.
And Vinnie stood in front of the door, and Jeff was like, I can't tell if this is real.
Wow.
So then he started to go, and Vinnie pushed it. They wrestled.
Wow.
They had a wrestling match, and eventually Jeff broke free and got in. And his shit was all wet, and his collar was torn. He had a bloody nose, and he just started seating people.
Wow. Yeah. Jersey.
Crazy stories.
Crazy. Good times.
But
it's funny because it's 30 minutes away or 40 minutes away, but you feel like, oh, I can say anything here.
Yeah.
It just feels like, we don't have the same rules.
Yeah. It's
Thunderdome.
It's really something. I'm going to move down there. I swear to God, I'll do it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I got to get out of here.
Nah.
City stinks.
But you're on the road enough to where you you get away and you go, New York's not so bad. Then you land and you go, there's a hobo eating my ass.
It's tough, and this weather out here, it's windy and rainy
know.
and snowy. But so anyways, I took off to Vegas for a couple days. And everything's all flipped and flopped. I'm at an age now where I'm like, Vegas rules.
I don't love it.
Yeah, it's not great.
All right.
I like whatever you like, but it's got its bad parts. The Strip is a little crazy. By the way,
Yeah.
people with babies on the Las Vegas Strip, they're like traveling with like a 2-year-old or like a little baby that's like here. I'm like, I think you should be shot.
Yeah, get rid of them.
It feels so weird to be like, we're heading to Vegas. We have a 1-year-old, but we really want to gamble because it's all just like,
yes.
and it's like that, and that's just the Chinese restaurant. But the lights are going crazy. There's hobos, there's meth addicts. It's just wild out there.
Strippers, there's naked women, there's dirty Elmo walking around.
Yes.
It's all bad news for a toddler.
And there's just a lady doing the car. It's
yes.
nudity, and I'm like, get your child off the Vegas Strip.
Yeah, put that kid in a crib or a cage like a Mexican.
This should be adults only.
Oh, yeah.
This place, but we went down there. So Derek and I went there just to get away. You know, he's stressed with the job. I shot the special. Did I talk about that? That was a great night.
We got to talk about the special.
Shot the special
Jesus.
last week, a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, whatever the fuck. What a night. Cats fucked me. He sent the makeup lady up on stage. He blew
Cats,
it.
you queef.
Yeah. What'd you think about that?
I mean, I think that it's tough. I think that if you kept that hair, well, explain to the audience what happened.
This is what happened. I'm on stage, set of my life. By the way, I'm only joking. I didn't mind, and Cats is the best. But
Cat's Dilly.
I'm just having the set of my life, and then all of a sudden you see, because you're hyper aware on stage. I don't know if people are aware of this, but it's like I see the camera guy over here walks over there, and he starts saying something, then he walks back, and I'm like, that's weird. And then I see my makeup lady come around and up to the front and start talking to Kat. So I'm like doing jokes, and it's comedy is a strange thing because you're going through these mechanisms of telling these jokes, but your brain is like split in two.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what is going on here? Is the camera broken? Why is the makeup lady? They're going to stop this for something's going on. I don't know what this is. And then I see Kat just doing this, so I stop, and I'm like, what is going on? Is everything all right? So she came up and had to fix my hair. 'Cause I guess I had a hair.
Kill the momentum.
But then, Louis was upset that they were interrupting and thought it was unnecessary, so then he was yelling, and then they all had headsets on so they could hear him yelling, and it was a whole rigmarole.
Well, don't fuck with cats.
But it was still great. I'll put the clip out of the makeup lady coming up, so you'll get to see it.
I can't wait because I heard you saved it. You had a good save line.
I think so.
Oh, it was. I think that you handled it perfectly. And
Well,
the
I'm
way,
a pro.
What I would do is I would have the whole special, then the credits, makeup lady at the end after the credits. That's the way to
not
go.
bad. No one's going to stick around for the
No,
credits.
Yeah, they will.
They like the little Easter anal.
But I was gonna say, I know that's a tough call, like fix his hair or not, because you had one big strand in front of your face. But you would have been really annoyed in the edit if it was going back and forth between
Yeah,
the two
sure.
nights. You know what I mean? You would have-
Continuity.
Yeah, the continuity would. It's weird because it's not a huge deal, but it would be so obvious. It
I
was
can't
a
wait
big
to see
hair.
the strand because
It's big.
a big
bookstore.
big strand.
Yeah.
It's a big strand.
Well, Cats, he'll land on his feet. All right.
But anyways, it was great night. Bunch of comics came. Ronan and Louie and Sarah and Hamilton. And,
Good group.
Who else was there? Siobhan, Steve Rogers,
Canner.
Canner, of
There
course,
you
a
go.
few others. Bunch of people hanging out. Great show, and it was a great hang in between too, which is the way it's so nice because you get that first one in the can,
Yes.
and then all the comics come to the late show, Senya, my neighbor, and all these people, and then you just go, oh hey, it's like a big
Yeah.
festival atmosphere, and it really puts you in a nice, calm position. And on so
Really?
many Tuesdays around too that it was nice.
You don't mind? You don't think about the comics in the back that is not ruminating in your noggin?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, it ruminates in a nice way. I'm like, that's nice. All the buddies are here. It's sweet.
Yeah.
And it makes it a hang. I'm like, I'm hanging out. before I go on, Louie's like, you should rest your voice. And I'm like, voice. I'm hanging out. It's getting me loose.
Yes, yes.
I like to be loose. So it was a
Village
nice,
voice.
loose, hot special. Thanks for everyone that came, and it'll be out in a couple of years.
Woo-wee.
But yeah, it was a special night. But I wanted to finish the show, get it in the can. And then last year I went to Germany right after, to Berlin. And this time I'm like, I'm going to go on another trip. So I went out to Gig Habe
Nice.
to see Derek and my friend Erica and the kids. And,
Ironically, no gig.
no gig.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
It's
No
a no
gig
gig
harbor.
harbor.
Right. And I feel like people are getting upset because they're like, you keep coming here and not doing shows, you piece of shit.
You should throw a gig in there.
But I'll be in Tacoma, I think, in November or something like that. And I was in Seattle twice last year.
Good name for a comedy club out there, Giggle Harbor.
That's pretty good.
That's something.
Yeah. That's
right.
not bad. Maybe we'll invest. But it's so close to Tacoma Comedy Club. Those guys are the best.
Ah.
So anyway, so I went to Gig Harbor for a couple days. Great time, hanging out, hiking. And then I set up this trip to Vegas.
Vegas.
Last time we talked about the college basketball game. I love college hoops. The tournament's going on. So I was like, let's go to the Pac-12 tournament in Vegas. And Derek says, what the hell? He's burnt out. I said, let's just go. And plus, I never get the him and I time. I got the kids now.
Yes, yes.
And so you're hanging out with the kids, your Funkle Joe, and then he's working. So I'm hanging out with his wife, like 10 to 1 time together.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, you and I haven't hung out since 1985.
Yes.
I can't even remember the last time we hung out. I'm over here, just dishing with your wife, being like, I know, it's just so crazy when people are and you can't have the wife relationship trump the friend
Oh,
relationship.
God, no. Jesus.
So I go, what are we gonna we gotta save the relation. Let's go to Vegas together. No bitches.
Yeah, what are you, bicepsual?
Hookers only. So we go down to Vegas, and it's a nice time because you got those buds that you're like, I'm going to go do this, you go do that.
Yes.
Don't you love a friend like that?
Yeah, that's healthy.
Very healthy, and that was what we were always good about back in the day. Would be like, you go, hey, you want to hang out? And he's like, nah. I'm like, all right, I'll see you later.
Oh,
Or
that's
you'd be
big.
like this, yeah, you want to hang? You're like, all right, I'll come over. You're like, perfect. No phone time, no
Yes,
planning.
yes.
Just get together or don't get together.
No fuss.
No
Elon Musk.
puss.
All right.
So we go to Vegas, and I said, let's do it right. So we get a room at the Bellagio, which is
That's the fountains.
the fountains.
For the
yes,
layman.
Exactly. And then I hit up the old agent, which I haven't done in a long time. I said, hey, why don't you set us up with a couple Pac-12 tournament tickets?
All right, let's unpack it.
He's on it. They end up getting hooked up, like 5th row, 5 rows from the floor.
Ooh, is this Tommy?
Tommy, the
Wow,
pooch.
the pooch.
He's the best in the biz. So he gets us some badass tickets. We get the Bellagio. We go down there, and it's just a great time. We did Vegas right.
Yes.
You have something to do at night. We're going to the basketball game. We're going to 3 games in 2 days. Beautiful hotel. And I go, I'm going to play some poker. I love a good poker game.
Poker in the rear.
So I go down there, did pretty well, but then I get a psycho at the table.
There's always one.
You go down there, and it's like it's a bunch of old men, and everybody. You feel everybody out. I like
Yeah.
to talk and have a nice time
Sure,
down there.
sure.
You know me. So you got to feel them out because some people are serious. They're playing with cash. It's a money thing, whatever. So you got to slowly like feel them out and be like, boo, boo, boo. And then you got a couple laughs, and then all of a sudden you got a nice hang going.
Now we're talking.
So we're hanging then, but you play for so long, 3-4 hours. People slowly start leaving, and then new people come in. And what do you make of this?
Oh, boy.
Guy comes in, and you always see the guy because his chair's open, so you're watching who's coming in to join the table.
Sure, sure.
And I see the old Affliction shirt,
Oh, no.
the jeans with the stars on the back or whatever.
Bedazzle.
Yeah, like a bedazzled jean, and
Did he have a white monster can?
no monster
Okay.
can, but he had the Abraham Lincoln beard.
Oh, the neck. No, what do you call it? The chin strap.
The chin strap with the Affliction,
strap on.
and his whole energy I just didn't love, and I was like, please don't come to my table. He comes over, and he's one of these guys who right away you just feel he's like this at the table, waiting for his turn, doing this shit. And then there's a hand before he joins, and the 2 guys play, and they flip over their hands and whatever it is, and he goes, you guys play that fucking shit here? Wow, okay. He does that, and I'm like, this guy's scary.
Yeah, the little aggressive. You know when they say toxic mask, that's it.
That's him, yeah. So she takes over, and he's one of these guys, too. He takes his chip, if he calls or whatever, he takes his chips and he bounces them, and it would bounce and like roll into my pile or across there.
I hate the bounce.
He'd throw his cards, like do a flick like at the dealer. Yes. He would do Affliction, and it was just nuts. So I had to pack up and be like, all right, well, I've been here too long.
Back 10.
And it was really terrifying. But
Jesus, did you got out of there?
I left. I was like, I can't play with this fucking guy. This is crazy.
One guy can spoil a whole bowl of cereal.
That's exactly what happened. And everyone was like nice old men having a couple chats. And, oh, you beat me. You got that one. That was crazy. And kind of like those card stories. So that was wild. But yeah, won a few bucks, and then
there you go.
Played some roulette, won some cash doing that. It was one of these trips where like everything worked out. We were like, we hope UCLA plays Arizona. They did. The game was like unbelievable. I won money on that game, and I was like winning cash, great seats, beautiful women everywhere, cheerleaders, the whole thing.
Nice to not have children.
Just a beautiful trip.
That is great. And when it all works out, you got to be grateful.
Oh, well, I kept saying, I was like, this is unbelievable. Isn't this crazy?
Yes.
Kept going to that buffet, just a pile of free food, which was delightful. And I love we were getting up early, too, because, we're just old men and whatever. Vegas early in the morning is awesome.
Really?
8 o'clock, we go down, we go to Starbucks.
That.
No one's in line at Starbucks. There's no drunks. The tables are all open.
Right.
Poker, there's like one good table going.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful sunshine. I love short sleeves.
Yes. Good
love
weather.
Because late at night, it's just wild. Everyone's hammered. The tables are too expensive and all that shit. But it was just fantastic trip, and I hadn't shared a room with a guy in a long time.
Now, is he Dan sober?
He drinks a few beers. He drinks like a normal guy. He'll have a beer, and then he'll have like a third beer, and he's like, it's too much.
Wow.
Yeah, one of those guys.
Yeah,
a normie.
You think you'd have a kid, and you're like, I can finally get away. I'm full toot.
He had a few cocktails, and then I smoked a bat, and it was not that way. The pool, we went down to the pool at 9 a.m. We were there when the pool opened. It was one of these ones where you wake up early, you go get your coffee, you walk around, you play cards for a while, you go to the pool, it opens, you're in the hot tub together, you're just sitting there. Then the pool at Bellagio's like Olympic pool.
Wow.
And it's heated. It was kind of chilly, so we went in the heated pool. We're the only ones in there. It was just phenomenal hang. Go to the buffet. It's one of these ones too where it's like you look at each other, you're like, it's only $12.15.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it was a great trip. So God bless you, Vegas, and I'll come back and do shows in Seattle and Vegas. People get upset if you're in town not doing shows.
So you flew from Washington State to Vegas?
Yeah,
just for fun.
Just for fun.
Wow.
And how about this fun fact? This isn't that exciting, but we've been friends for 26 years. First time ever on an airplane together.
How about that?
And first class.
Ooh, both of you?
Yeah. Well, it was one of those ones where he was like, I'm thinking about paying to get upgraded, because you're going to get upgraded. I'm thinking about paying and just getting first class. And I have the heart to tell him, I was like, I already bought a first class ticket. So we're up in first class. That was exciting. First flight together, which is always a thing, because you learn how the person flies.
You bond over a flight.
Yeah. Big flight bond. So great trip.
Hell yeah. Well, you need that. I feel like after you tape a special, live a little. You earned it.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Then you come back because you're so in the trip mode. Then when you come back, you're like, all right, I just shot a special. I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah. But now you got to build a new one, which is very daunting.
I know. It's scary, and you got a few scraps.
Yes.
And then, like you said, everything that happens, you're like, maybe that's a bit. Is that something?
So because I'm going to be in the same boat. I record in 2 days. So what's the move? Because usually I had a couple of years to prepare. Then you kind of rely on the old stuff a little in the beginning, and then you slough that off. What do you do? Bill Burr said, he's like, I go out hacky out of the gate.
Hacky?
Yeah, just because he's like, I want to kill.
Right.
But I also have nothing left. So he hacks it up a little bit just so they meet halfway.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. You just have a couple tidbitty things, and then you're like, I got to come up with something.
And then you riff.
But it comes, a little riff in, I think.
All right.
Yeah, it comes.
No better feeling when it's starting to gel, and you're like, oh, I got like that 17 turned into 22.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
Then you got a beginning, a middle, good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's scary for sure.
All right, let me throw this down your gullet and see if it comes out of your ass.
Please.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, do the Stress Factory. Sunday, Ari's up my ass because he's going skiing. So we got to do this big triple header at Wise Guys in Utah.
Okay.
You know how it goes. We did it in Florida. We do the 3 shows, make a ton of dough, buy a giant house in Park City, and ski all week.
That's a great trip.
So I got 8 pods now. I'm on the road. I'm doing a special. So I hit up Ari a month ago, and I go, hey, man, I don't think I can go. I think I'm just too plumb busy.
Oh, boy.
I'm swamped. And
He
he's
doesn't like that.
Are you kidding? Shane already pulled out. We need you at the show. Your name's on the bill. It's selling tickets. It's all sold out. The tickets aren't cheap. We need you there. And I go, fuck. So I go, how about this? I'll fly out Sunday, do the shows, ski one day, and then come back. And he was like, deal.
Okay.
Pretty good. And I'm not a great snowboarder anyway. You spend 5 days out there. We get hammered. We do mushrooms. We blow each other. It gets ugly.
Sure. And Shane bailing on the whole thing, that helps your cause.
That's true. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll be the noble one and still do the work and then leave.
That's not bad.
But no one tells you, or I never thought this, flying to Utah and back in 2 days is hell.
It's a lot. Yeah.
It's a big flight.
It's a long time.
So the shows are at 4, 7, and 9. So I got to be there at 3.
At the latest.
At the latest. So getting to Utah by 3 is a feat.
Yeah, well, you got the time working for you,
That's
though.
true. 2 hours.
Yeah, 2.
So I go, here's my flight, all good. I get out there. It's in JFK. JFK just loves to come right in my eye.
It's brutal. Even I live in Queens, same borough, and it's still brutal.
Still brutal. So
Brutal
coming
borough.
from the west side of Manhattan is a whole rigmarole.
Yeah, you got to add an hour. That's why I worry about moving to New Jersey. I'm like, every ride to the airport's going to be 2 hours.
Well, you got Newark.
Yeah, that's true.
I love Newark.
But I'm a Delta guy.
True, they got a couple.
I think there's like 10 flights direct from Newark. But anyways.
United, it really shines, but I know you hate them.
It's a piece of shit airline. Don't even say it in my presence again.
Jesus Christ. Well, United we stand. But, so I go, all right, flights at 9 out of JFK. Did the fucking shows in Jersey. Then you got to drive back, put the car up, get home, all that.
Oh, it's the next day.
Yeah. So I get home at 4 in the morning. You know, you go to bed at 5, wake up, haul ass out of the house, got my bag packed, and you got ski gear. You got your giant jacket, you got your ski pants, you got gloves. It's a lot of shit. So I get in the car, get an Uber, wreck on the highway, something's going on, miss my flight.
Springsteen again. Damn it.
Yeah, I just didn't I should have allotted an hour and a half to get to JFK.
At least.
At least, apparently. But usually I can get there in an hour, so missed my flight. So I text Ari, and you kind of have that first initial thought of like, well, I tried, left an hour early, did my part, flight took off, I'm gay. And he goes, are you nuts? You got to get there. So this is what I love about Ari. He's so gung-ho that he's like, I'll find you a new flight. I'm like, I'm on Delta, next flight gets me there at 4:30.
Okay.
So I'll miss the first show probably, but I'll make the second 2. He's like, fuck that. Found you a JetBlue. Now I'm like, well, book it. He's on the fucking thing right there on the phone. He goes, all right, I got it. Go to this gate, whatever. So I've already gotten to Terminal 4. Now I got to get to Terminal 5.
That's brutal. Changing terminals at an airport. Nightmare.
But it doesn't say, oh, it's one terminal over. I'll take the AirTran. Easy peasy.
Yep.
Hell.
It's hell.
Just changing took like 50 minutes. And then you got to go back through security.
Right.
I'd already gone through security. Then you got to go back through and get on the air. It's a whole thing. Finally get there. Flight's delayed. So now it's delayed an hour. Now it's delayed 2 hours. Now it's delayed 3 hours. So I'm like, what the hell? This is brutal. I should just stay on that other Delta flight. So I go up to the gate and I go, lady, give it to me straight. Is this thing taking off? I got another Delta flight option. She goes, go with the Delta.
Wow.
So now I have to go change terminals again, go back to the original terminal, go through security again, barely get on the flight. I run in last row middle.
Oh.
Because I jump on late.
Right.
And I got status, and I'm still back row middle.
Oh, my Christ.
Brutal. Flying to Utah. By the way, getting in the back row middle, getting off the plane takes another hour and a half.
Well, I always said that the best part of getting upgraded to first class is you're the first one on, the first one off.
Yes.
That's the best part of the whole thing. It's not even the seat or the meal or the drinks or the view or anything. It's that when the plane lands, you're like, I'll see you later.
You got that
You don't have
right,
to watch
fatty.
300 people be like, you want to go? I'll go. You wanna go?
Yes. And,
Yeah.
you know, you got up, you're sweaty, you're running around. I've done security 3 times now.
Right.
And you're cursing. I'm cursing Ari. I go, what am I doing? These ski trips are so stupid. It's my fault because I missed the first flight, but I'm just like, I don't even want to go to this. And then I land, and he's got Andy Haynes there in a van. And he's like, jump in the car with Andy.
Vandy Haynes.
Yeah. Go Vandy. And we pull up to the club at 9 o'clock. So now the first show.
So you missed the first 2 shows?
I missed the first show. I made the second, but they were holding.
Oh.
So I hear it's a sold out show, and I hear Ari go, he's in the van. And the crowd goes, woo! He's on the phone with me with the crowd.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then
Holy
he's
Caulfield.
like, Mark's flaky, he's a cunt, everybody hates him, and they're like, yeah, they're going nuts. And that's all killing, which is a little hurtful. And then Andy pulls up, I run in, it's snowing, run in, Utah, crowd goes ape shit. I make fun of Ari for 5 minutes, the hottest crowd ever, do a fun set, get off, they flip the room, we do the second show. Once you get in, you get a little food in you get a cocktail in you, go, this is fun.
Yes.
But that flight, the changing 3 times, hell.
Well, that's the thing. I did this trip. I flew all the way to Seattle. I flew every other day. Wednesday, I flew to Seattle. Friday, I flew to Vegas. Sunday, I flew home. But once you're there, you just have to let that wash away.
Let it wash, baby.
It's a long-ass flight, but then you're there, and you're present. You're there for 36 hours or whatever, so it was worth the 5 hours.
Super worth it. So we do the shows. The shows are great. We get to the house. You know, we pile into the SUV. We get to the house. Ari's so good. He pays for everything. He gets the house. He gets the SUV. He gets beer. He gets booze. He gets food, groceries. And when you're with 6 guys, 6 comics, going to the grocery store is fun.
Yes, of course.
We're at Target throwing bread at each other and doing like a hut hike with the peanut butter and
It's
tapping
the best.
each other. It's the best. So, and we get all kinds of ring dings and ice cream and all. We go nuts.
I always say this. I try to tell this to people. I'm like, can we go to Starbucks? And people will go, all right, you run in. I'm like, no, come in.
Come in.
Come in. We're going to laugh. We're going to make fun of the lady. We'll steal some shit. We'll spill a drink and go, we'll call her fat. Like, what are you doing? You're going to sit in the car and look at your phone?
That's what life's all about,
yes,
baby.
let's go to the grocery store together. Come
Sing
on.
it, sister. And so now I'm so glad I'm there. I'm having a great time. And then we get to the house. The house is unreal. I don't know how Ari finds these houses. I mean, the Florida one was killer.
Yes.
This was like hot tub, back deck, multiple rooms, giant TV, big kitchen. You can all congregate. Don't you love a congregate?
I do. Does it have an island?
Big island.
Sitting around the island is fun. Manhattan,
Yes.
Madagascar, Great Britain. I love an island.
Epstein's Island.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Oh, yeah. So we got all these little 14-year-old girls around this island, and we're just shooting the shit, and, throw a beer at the guy. He catch it, crack it. And you know how you just end up there?
Yes.
Isn't that weird? There's all these great rooms, there's pool table and foosball, but you just end up in that island just chatting.
Island.
And it just goes all night. We're like, we got to go skiing tomorrow. We got to pack it in, blah, blah, blah. We put the Chris Rock special on. We got drinks. We're tackling each other. Ian Finance is there. You get him in a headlock. You put a finger up his ass. He comes. And just a great time. Then you pile in the car the next morning. We go, we're going to be out by 9. We're going to ski all day. We all wake up at 1:30. We jump in the car. We missed all the skiing lessons. We get to the ski lodge. They put the suits on us, the gear. They're Tuesdays. They're loving it. It's all a fun party. Get to the slopes. Sean Patton breaks his face the first 2 seconds. He's out. Ari tried to snowboard. He fell over. He's an old man. And so he had to go get skis on. But we had a great day. Andy Haynes is the best skier on the planet. That guy is incredible. And just a great day. We go back. We get in the hot tub. I got to get drunk now because I have a flight at 6 a.m. on Tuesday. So we get in the hot tub. We drink, and we go, we should all go out to dinner. We have this great dinner at a steakhouse.
Woo-wee.
Fuck with the waitress. Highballs, porterhouses, cream spinach. You name it. We took over that whole town. Go back, get drunk. And I had that thing where I couldn't stop hanging out. But I'm getting picked up at 4 a.m.
Ah.
Now let me run this one by you.
Please.
So we all hang out till 3. I go, I got to get an hour of sleep. I go to bed. I lay there. Beep, beep, beep. You know, the clock goes off at 3:45. I get up. I pack all my shit. I have an Uber set for 4 a.m. to get to the airport at 5 for a 6 a.m. flight. Now, it's 3:59. I'm walking down the stairs of the house because it's dark. Everybody's asleep, and I don't want to wake everybody up. And I got the car. I can see it out there. And his lights are on. It's snowing again. And I go, okay. Got my bag. Walking down the stairs, pitch black, trying to be quiet like a titmouse, and I'm walking, titting, missed the last step. Boom!
Oh.
Fell right on my ground, cracked my ankle. Didn't crack it, twisted it, sprained it, jerked it.
Did you wrench it?
Yeah, it could get scratched, breathed on wrong. So I just go, blah, and I fall, the bag falls, boom, 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 boom. And I'm in the dark, and my ankle's throbbing. I'm like, but it's a weird sensation because I just thought, did I break my leg? Like, is this it? Is this how it all ends for the Norman? It could all end in one instant. And I was laying on the floor, and I see the car out there. The headlights are coming in the window, and all the guys are sleeping. It's pitch black. I'm laying on the floor at 4 a.m. with a suitcase, and I just had this feeling of like, this is it. I'm done. It was the weirdest sensation. I don't know what it is, but it could all go away.
You're dying?
I just felt like
you turned an ankle?
I can't get up.
What are you, my aunt?
I'm ruined. I fallen. I can't get up. But it just the darkness and the alone and the I'm in Utah. It's snowing. I'm in a dark house. It felt very strange.
Okay.
It was surreal.
Wow.
Surreal life. And I hobbled my ass up. I jump up on the other ankle, and I walk it out to the car and put the thing in the trunk, and I'm like, ooh. And we drive to the airport, and everything was fine, but it was a weird moment. I can't articulate it.
Yeah, I don't think you can. Because I'm like, it sounds like you twisted your ankle after a great time. I don't get it.
Yeah, well,
why is it so existential?
It was existential because I realized, like,
you're like, I'm in Utah, but you're like, well, you're in a vacation spot.
Sure,
it's not like you're in.
But that made it even weirder because I'm in this grand home, this giant McMansion, and here I am on the floor, and it makes you realize life is so futile. It's fleeting. I just was walking down, minding my own beeswax, and then fell down the stairs like a retarded cartoon. And I'm just like laying there like, and I felt so alone.
Oh,
I felt like a toddler in the crib. I couldn't find mom.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm sorry. Well, you're back home. You got a nice wife, and you had a nice time with some good friends.
Yes.
That seems good.
Had a great time. The ankle's fine. We played pickleball. Didn't even notice it. And then yesterday, signed up for pre-check. All's well that ends well. Just got the email today.
Yes.
I'm in. I'm registered. So
Pre-check and clear.
yes. So I'm flying to Chicago, and I can't wait.
I'm in the airport at 30 seconds. My favorite thing to do is when someone drops me off, text them and go, I'm through already. And they're like, what?
Wow.
I haven't got out of the airport yet.
I'll be texting you that.
It's a good feeling.
Yes. Thanks for pushing me, but thank you, Staples. I get to the Staples, and they go, you got your passport? I go, nah. And they go, did you make an appointment? I go, nah. And he goes, all right. We'll do it anyway.
Staples Center.
You got that right. Stomach staple.
All right.
Stable your stomach? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I just heard grunting.
He's going at it with the client, apparently.
Yeah. It sounded grunty.
How we doing on time?
58.
Oh,
wow.
right.
How about that?
You want to do some dates there, Faye?
Yeah. I got excuse me. Little semen in there. I got some dates. Speaking of Utah, Salt Lake City, March 31st, April 1st. That's coming out. I got Luke Moniz coming out.
Oh, I love the moan.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Moniz. Ooh, I love it. Yeah, he'll be out there. Luke Moniz, March 31st, April 1st. Wilbur Theater, of course, April 15th. That's going to be a humdinger, a dinger that can hum. That's going to be great. And then Tampa, May 6th through 8.
Tampa.
Or something like that. May 4th through 6th. And then Tempe, May 11th through 13th. And then I think I'm in Spokane in June, I think. Moon Tower, I'll be at that.
Word. Hey.
I'm doing Purdue University. I don't know if that's a public show, though. I don't know what that is. But
Purdue Chicken.
But yeah, Moon Tower, a bunch of dates, comedianjoelist.com. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. The special's coming soon. A bunch of stuff on there.
You got a title?
Not yet. It's working.
Okay.
Working title.
What'd you wear? Because I can't decide what to wear.
I wore a Ted Baker jacket and a Reese T-shirt, which cost about $350.
Reese's Pieces. Jesus.
Yeah, it was like $40, but still, it's a $40 T-shirt.
T-shirt. Yeah. What is this?
Brutal.
Sweatshop. Good
And
Lord.
then I wore these pants and whatever. Nothing crazy.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm just going to wear jeans and a T-shirt. But who cares? Who knows? Who's coming to dinner? I'm in Toledo. I'm in Dayton. I'm in Poughkeepsie. I'm doing some real shit boxes because I am going to be bombing, folks.
Yeah.
Call me the bomb squad because I'm coming to your town and I'm going to really make some people upset. So say hello. If you want to see a workout set and me really humiliate myself, check my cal and come on down and get a mug, get a shirt. The Patreon, if you're not on it, you're just a special needs person at this point.
Chucky?
How's that bicep pick?
Not bad. Not
Pretty
bad.
good.
Pretty
That's
good
pretty
buy.
good. I sent one to you, too.
Bicepsual.
I've been working it.
I think I blocked you.
Check it out. Let's see Joe's face. I want to see Joe's face in response to this. What do you think?
I feel like for a photo, I was expecting more.
Yeah.
What?
There's no definition. There's no
there's nothing
separation
here.
between
Oh,
church
get
and
out of here.
I'm
anal.
upset you sent this.
I'm not pushing it from the back. You know what I mean? That's
Cats
like
looks great.
Yeah. I thought he did look good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. His hair was great. Jason Katz has great hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, fun stuff on my podcast, Fun Bearable. But this week, we're actually doing a live show in the tri-state area for the first time. It's going to be a live Fun Bearable this Friday, March 31st, at Kevin Smith's movie theater in Atlantic Highlands, Smodcastle Cinemas.
Smodcastle.
We're doing we do a show called Bradley Drawn, where we take a movie and my buddy Brad draws every scene from it, and then I write a new narration for it. And we're doing it for Clerks, and the lead guy from Clerks is going to do it on stage with us. He's going to play the main character.
Wow.
McCarthy, McCaffrey.
It's Brian O'Halloran.
I knew it was Irish.
And then right afterwards, they're going to do a screening of the Impractical Jokers movie.
Oh.
And Quinn from Impractical Jokers and Kevin Smith are going to do a Q&A.
Oh, that's amazing.
Hot tamale.
It's a pretty insane night.
You got that right, Fatty.
Smodcast. So go to smodcastleCinemas.com or funbearablepod.com. We have the tickets up now. It's going to be pretty kooky.
Now
That's
we're
great.
talking.
I just realized Salt Lake City's this week.
There you go.
All right. There you go, folks.
out.
You heard
All
it
right.
here. Queefed.
No one
Keep it
wants
real.
to be
Praise the Lord.
himself.